Welcome to the He's Got Issues Marvel Comics Edition number 160.1. I'm John Cooney here to preview new Marvel Comics being released February 11th, 2015, beginning alphabetically with All New Captain America, Fear Him number 2 of 4. All New Captain America searches the sewers for the missing Nomad, while the Scarecrow and his army of Terror Crows do their worst. Next, we have All New Ghost Rider number 11. LA Night burns bright with the flames of vengeance. Little brother Gabe's medical condition is improving by leaps and bounds, but something's causing his relationship with Robbie to deteriorate just as quickly. As All New Ghost Rider's powers continue to evolve, Robbie finds out a shocking truth about his long-lost parents. We've also got All New X-Men number 36, the ultimate face-off you knew was bound to happen, All New X-Men versus the Ultimate X-Men. But when both sides are heroes, who can be the victor? And what side does this leave Miles Morales, the Ultimate Spider-Man, on? Next we have Amazing Spider-Man number 14, the climactic conclusion to Spider-Verse. The prophecy is coming to fruition, but Superior Spider-Man has something up his sleeve. We've also got Bucky Barnes the Winter Soldier number 5, Dead Stars. The first arc reaches its conclusion. Mersey-Bo will never be the same. Upheaval imminent. Bucky Barnes the Winter Soldier face to face with Crossbones. The mystery figure who took a shot at Bucky learns the cost of his transfiguration. Daisy Johnson causes an earthquake. Vendolin attacks. Next we have Captain Marvel number 12. Captain Marvel's time as an astronomical Avenger has pitted her against some of the worst the galaxy has to offer. Looking at you, Jason. The Half-NCA Corporation has been tracking Captain Marvel and Tick for weeks. Now they've finally caught up to them both. Captain Marvel was barely able to survive the last time she squared off against the Half-NCA. Think she'll be so lucky again? Next we have Cyclops number 10, out of the fire and into the frying pan, or more precisely, out of a spaceship full of pirate killers and into an alien jungle filled with giant hungry space monsters. Cyclops and Corsair are reunited at last, but will they survive long enough to survive their touching reunion? Oh, and what's that strange ticking noise? Could it be coming from the nearby superweapon capable of destroying entire galaxies? Next we have Darth Vader number 1, the original Dark Lord of the Sith, stars in his first ongoing series. Ever since Darth Vader made his first on-screen appearance, he became one of the most popular villains ever to haunt an audience's dreams. Now follow Vader straight from the ending of A New Hope and the pages of the new Star Wars comic book into his own series, showing the Empire's war with the Rebel Alliance from the other side. Writer Kieran Gillen and artist Salvador Larroca bring us a peek behind the mask of evil. We've also got Guardians 3000 number 5. To save the future, the Guardians must reach into the past, and that means striking a deal with the Old Hunger. But the Old Hunger is the most powerful entity in the galaxy, and it's not a good idea to wake him up or to bypass his invincible herald, Stormfront. Meanwhile, Vance Astro has encountered a Guardian that he forgot ever existed, and she's none too happy about his memory blank. Time to make friends again fast, before the asentience gestalt of the Stark destroys them all. Cosmic action and mind-blowing science fiction adventure. Next we have Guardians of the Galaxy number 24, the second chapter of the Black Vortex. With the Slaughter Squad hot on their tails, the X-Men and the Guardians of the Galaxy are going to have to find somewhere to stash this loot. The odds against them, their only option for gaining the upper hand might lie with the mysterious Black Vortex. Will the temptation of the Black Vortex's unknown power be too much for this band of misfits? We've also got Marvel Universe Avengers Assemble Season 2 number 4. The Red Skull has info that could save Earth, but he's been kidnapped. To rescue his worst enemy, Captain America must face his oldest friend, Bucky Barnes, aka the Winter Soldier. Next we have Nightcrawler number 11, the Shadow King, the Crimson Pirates, the forces of heaven and hell. Nightcrawler's cutting through his foes to protect those nearest and dearest to him, but in his struggles with his return from the afterlife, will Nightcrawler take his one-man war too far? We've also got Spider-Woman number 4, Spider-Verse Epilogue. Jessica comes out of Spider-Verse changed, but what can she do now? Don't miss this character-defining chapter. Next we have Thanos Vs Hulk number 3 of 4. Annihilus gains vast new might, the Hulk rampages through the negative zone, and the villainous and powerful Blastar is in hot pursuit. We've also got Thor number 5. The mysterious all-new Thor has taken Midgard by storm, but if her enemies have their way, her reign as the goddess of thunder will be a short one. Prince Odinson is making a list and checking it twice. Allfather Odin is so desperate to see Mjolnir return to Asgard that he will call on some very dangerous, very unexpected allies. And the Absorbing Man and Titania are just up to their usual tricks, namely robbing banks and crushing anyone who dares get in their way. Next we have Wolverines number 6, Assault on Mr. Sinister's Fortress Part 2. Logan's remains are located, but which team winds up keeping the goods, and for what purpose? When Mr. Sinister pleads his cause, it hits home to more than one team member. Does this mean a change in allegiance? We've also got X-Force number 15. This is it, the final showdown with Phantom X. X-Force gives everything they have to defeat their power-mad teammate turned adversary. And we've got X-Men number 24, trapped deep underground in the sinkhole that mysteriously appeared in the middle of the Black Rock Desert. Storm battles her claustrophobia while trying to find answers. Out in trades this week, we've got Avengers World Volume 3 Next World Trade Paperback. The uprising begins and the Avengers world erupts in flames. As the AIM Empire makes its stand and the army of the dead rise under the command of Morgan Le Fay, the ragtag heroes of the new Euroforce side with the Avengers to confront the menace lurking under Europe. And as the Gorgon and the Dragon Temple of the Hand attack China, the Avengers and the Ascendant answer the call. Confronted by immense dangers on all sides, the Avengers face a world on fire, but if they can't win this three-front battle, can the next Avengers succeed in their stead? Then it's an Axis tie-in like no other, as an unexpected new Avenger team is recruited by Dr. Doom. Will Doom's heroic gambit redeem him, or will the team wither under the Scarlet Witch's wrath? Collects Avengers World number 10 through 16. Next we have Deathlok Rage Against the Machine trade paperback. Meet Jim Truman, the highly trained S.H.I.E.L.D. operative known as Agent 18. A fateful encounter with Cable is about to lead him square into the sights of Project Deathlok, a S.H.I.E.L.D. initiative so secret even Nick Fury is in the dark about it. But when the Red Skull strikes the helicarrier in an attack that draws the X-Men into battle, Agent Truman is transformed into the all-new, all-different Deathlok. S.H.I.E.L.D. has upgraded Truman's body, but what happened to his mind? Find out as the far-out brain of Joe Casey and the cinematically violent pencil of Leonardo Manco reinvent Marvel's favorite unstoppable killer cyborg for the 21st century. Collects Cable 59 through 62, Uncanny X-Men 371, X-Men number 91, X-Men Annual 99, Deathlok 1 through 11, and material from Cable number 58. We've also got Dexter trade paperback. Dexter Morgan is more than Miami's top forensic blood spatter expert. He does double duty as the city's friendly neighborhood crime-fighting serial killer, a murderer who targets his fellow murderers. Dexter puts his horrible hobby on hold as he finds himself trapped in a sticky situation, his high school reunion. But when Miami's newest serial killer starts racking up a body count, has Dexter met his match? And did Dexter have a hand in creating this brutal butcher? It's murderous mayhem as Dexter's dark passenger, his bloodthirsty inner voice, demands satisfaction, and the forensic expert turns inward, getting his hands dirty digging through a dark chapter from his past. From Dexter creator and acclaimed novelist Jeff Lindsay and star artist Dalibor Talajic comes this chilling chapter in the Dexter legacy. Collects Dexter 1 through 5. Next, we have Indestructible Hulk Volume 4 Humanity Bomb trade paperback. Bruce Banner wants to save the planet, but nobody believes him. Inhuman cocoons begin appearing worldwide, but Banner is sure he is the cure. But when Hank Pym, Iron Man, and Beast confront the frustrated scientist, they discover just how deep his rage can go. As one of his lab assistants falls to the Terrigen Mist, the enraged Banner has one last chance to prevent Terrigenesis. But the Hulk has unleashed a menace even worse than the Mist, and it's brought Banner straight into an assassin's crosshairs. Plus, before Bruce Banner and Tony Stark became heroes, they built weapons. But who inspired them? S.H.I.E.L.D. sends Hulk and Iron Man to retrieve the world's greatest weapons designer, but will they return his weapons of mass destruction themselves? Collecting Indestructible Hulk number 16, 17.INH through 19.INH, and 20, and Indestructible Hulk Annual number 1. We've also got Marvel Masterworks The Mighty Thor Volume 1 hardcover new printing, collecting Journey into Mystery number 83 through 100. Next we have Marvel Masterworks The Submariner Volume 6 hardcover. The Lady Dorma is dead, and the Submariner is on a rampage that will leave a swath of destruction across the surface world. But in his pursuit of vengeance, Namor learns that his father, the long-thought-dead Captain Leonard Mackenzie, is still alive. In the quest to find his father, Namor will cross paths with Spider-Man, Daredevil, and the Human Torch before he faces a gathering of his greatest enemies, Lyra, Tiger Shark, and Stingray, while his father's life hangs in the balance. If that's not enough, three of the Marvel Universe's fiercest personalities, Namor, Dr. Doom, and MODOK, battle each other for the Cosmic Cube. With art by the great Gene Colan, need we say more? Reserve your copy today, collecting Submariner number 39 through 49 and Daredevil number 77. We've also got Oz, the Emerald City of Oz trade paperback. The Eisner Award-winning team of Eric Shanower and Scotty Young bring you the best Oz series yet. Uncle Henry, Aunt Em, and Dorothy must leave their Kansas home, but where can they go? To Oz, of course. Dorothy and the Wizard take Em and Henry on a grand tour, but will anyone in Oz be left alive after the gnomes attack? Allied with the disagreeable Grollywogs and the evil shape-shifting Phanphasms, Ozma discovers the gnome army's impending invasion, but too late, and she, Dorothy, the Tin Woodsman, and their friends can only watch helplessly as the Gnome King's hordes pour into the Emerald City. But the Scarecrow has a plan to save the day, and Glinda the Good has another. Can they rescue the land of Oz from destruction? Collecting the Emerald City of Oz number 1 through 5. And we've got Rocket Raccoon Volume 1 Chasing Tail hardcover premiere edition. Rocket Raccoon has been a hero for the weak, a champion of the good, a heartthrob to many intergalactic females, but his high-flying life of adventure may be a thing of the past when he's framed for murder, and the authorities aren't the only ones on his tail. Get it? The real killer is an imposter who seems to be one step ahead of Rocket at every turn. Now it's up to our hero and his best pal Groot to find the truth. With Macho Gomez and the ex-Terminator tracking him, can Rocket make it out alive and clear his name? Superstar creator Scotty Young brings his A-game as writer and artist on this series we've been waiting decades for. Because really, Rocket and Groot are the only Guardians of the Galaxy you actually care about, right? Collects Rocket Raccoon number 1 through 6. Alright, so that's it for Marvel this week, but there's still plenty of other books out as well, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com to see both the DC and Indies videos for this week, as well as my featured video with the usual roundup of all my favorites for the week, with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. You can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Tumblr, and Instagram to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.